In your opinion, Andrea, what was kind of like the biggest thing that you were struggling with prior to you joining the program?
Definitely discipline. I had like the gym membership and I had access to buy whatever food I could and go do my steps, but I just wouldn't do it.
Mm.
So I just needed to like take accountability. I needed some help with that.
You kind of like knew what to do, but you just weren't really doing it. And you think you maybe, I guess, lack some of that accountability,
Hmm.
especially nowadays. There's so much information out there. So I feel like most people somewhat kind of know what to do. But then when it comes
Hmm.
to actually doing the thing, that's where a lot of people kind of go wrong, right? So I think that accountability is huge and massive nowadays. And then
Yeah.
before joining Andrina, were you skeptical at all about anything?
I think, yeah, having it online was kind of my red flag. I don't know.
Hmm.
I thought, well, if they're not gonna see me in person or like see my form when I'm working out, then how am I gonna know if it's gonna work? But I think I told you about that at the beginning, and you just had me record myself and you let me know if I was doing it right or not, so it wasn't that big of a deal after.
So prior you were a bit skeptical, but then obviously as you did the program, you knew that it was gonna work regardless.
Yeah.
What was kind of like the biggest breakthrough that you experienced for yourself?
I mean, I think my mindset definitely changed when it came to working out or walking or, just being active. I was really into that mindset of like, I have to feel motivated to do it. And I wouldn't do it if I didn't feel motivated. But like, kind of talking to you guys and like going along the process, it was more of a you should just do it, even if you're not motivated. It's more like if you want to see progress, you just need to do it. You don't have to be motivated or feel motivated every single day to do it.
Yeah, so really relying a bit more on that discipline as opposed to like your motivation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because as you can probably tell, like motivation is kind of like this flaky friend who won't always be there, but discipline is something that will always be there regardless, right? And I think it's really
Mm-hmm.
important, not just in fitness, but in anything in life, really having that discipline, right? So I'm glad to
Yeah.
hear that you've really like honed in on that and really like almost like developed that muscle because I think it's so important. What kind of results did you experience during this yeah this past year?
I did lose weight, 10 pounds. So that was a good result I saw. I learned how to make healthier food and learn more about, protein and all those things. And yeah, like I said, the discipline thing was a big one. I felt like I didn't have any.
Like right now, do you feel like you obviously you know how to make those tasty recipes and you also mentioned you lost around 10 pounds or so. In regards to maybe like your habits too, do you think you maybe like
Mhm.
developed some habits now that you didn't have prior, what it was like just being more active, going on more walks, working out, tracking your foods, any habits that you've
Yeah.
developed as well?
Yeah, I think all of those. I mean, I feel like it's just something I have to do every day where I have to track my food and I have to check my workout and I have to check my 10,000 steps. Like, it just feels like it's something I have to do. It's not like a choice, it's just something I do every day.
Yeah, like I said, like kind of like a habit for you where you don't really have
Right.
to think twice about doing it. It's just kind of like part of your lifestyle.
Yeah, it's part of the routine, I would say.
Awesome. Oh, that's so
Yeah.
cool to hear. I love that because yeah, once anything really turns into a habit, just like brushing your teeth, you don't really have to think twice about brushing your teeth, right? It's just, I mean, hopefully you brush your teeth, but it's kind of
Hmm.
like a habit now, right? And if we can kind of like do that with getting our steps in, doing our workouts, doing all these other things, it's like getting into better shape and then also maintaining that will just be effortless, right? And that is kind of like
Hmm.
the ultimate goal that I have for everyone in this program. So hopefully, right, you can continue on to carry on this habits for the rest of your life so that you can kind of stay in shape forever, right? Which is hopefully the ultimate goal here. Who do you think this will be a good fit for in regards to joining the program?
Anyone, because I feel like you guys are very good about listening to like people's schedules or what they can and can't do. Like when I didn't want to go to the gym anymore. I mean, you changed it so I can have home workouts. So
Hmm.
I guess it really anyone because you can just adapt whatever to their schedule.
Yeah, 100%. I do
Yeah.
appreciate you letting me know. What do you think we could have done better?
Honestly, I don't think there was anything. I felt like if I was lacking in something, you guys were good about reaching out and seeing why. I mean, every time we do the check-in form, you ask if there's anything
Hmm.
you can do better as a coach. I honestly never felt like there was anything. You guys are pretty good about communication. So I never really said anything. I would always put like, no, everything's fine.
Yeah, I
So I
know.
don't know. I don't know. I don't think there was anything specific. Maybe being a little bit harder on me. Felt like you guys were kind of nice about it when I was like slacking a lot, but
That's I do appreciate that because personally for me like my personality it's always been more of like quote unquote Mr. Nice Guy.
mhm,
I know sometimes like some people I mean most people respond well to that but I know other people sometimes really need to like a bit more strict with that too, right? And that's maybe
mhm,
something for me as a coach could be a bit better at. But then at the same time I don't want to hurt other people's feelings. So kind of having that
right.
fine balance there. I do appreciate you letting me know.